Okay, Bishop, what is your chapter 34 story?
My chapter 34 story is 34 years of being able to serve Calvary Revival Church from the time that Lady Jay and I were about 30 up until now. That has been our story. It's been the opportunity to serve.
It has been just an awesome experience to be able to serve not only God's people, but the community.
How did I build up to chapter 34? Well, that's a long story, but to put it in a moment.
It's been exciting to know that I had good foundation.
Through many years of training and faith and prayer and waiting on the Lord, it's all by the grace of God.
My chapter 34 story is a reflection of the previous 34 years.
It involves the commitment to the people of God. It involves my growth in understanding of what it means to serve other people.
I was saved in this church. I came to faith and was discipled in this church. I met my wife, I was married in this church, and we've been able to grow up our children in this church.
In my personal opinion, I felt I was the most unlikely person, but in this chapter 34 story, I've seen where God takes the most unlikely people throughout the Bible and He uses them to make a great impact.
Built to succeed goes back to what Jesus said when He said, I will build my church and the gates of hell will not prevail against it.
You can't have any type of church unless it's founded on Jesus Christ.
It has to be undergirded in love, an intention for our community.
Because of the church being founded on Christ, it's going to succeed because Christ is the center.
That means that the church is not temporary, but the church goes on. The church outlives any one man or any one woman.
We're trusting that the work that the Lord has already laid prior to, if we continue to do the things that got us here, then we're going to find the success that the Lord promised.
That's where we see our biggest success, is when we're able to do that with an intention of building up others, building up our community.
And then we make sure that our commitment is to reach out to the broken, to the lost, to the hurting, to the marginalized.
The church that's built to continue is the church that's built to succeed.
Just like the Lord told Joshua, if you keep my statutes, obey my law, and keep those things close to your heart, I'll give you success. And I believe that success is ahead for CRC as we push revival throughout the nations.
The title to my chapter 34 story is Endurance.
Expansion.
The pickup.
Revival, to live again.
It's been the grace of God that's enabled us to endure.
We are just picking up with faithfulness, courage, determination, resilience, and just building the kingdom.
God is beginning to expand the vision and the mission of chapter 34.
It's a continuation. It's a discovery of new characters and new ideas.
I believe that we are on the heels of the greatest revival that men and women from the last 34 years have cried out for and prayed for and believed for.
And there's just a greater story at hand, and I just can't wait to see what that looks like.
In the same way that the Lord promised Joshua, I'll prosper you, so be strong and courageous. You and I will experience what it means to be built to succeed.